it's another cold morning here in New Hampshire. And I got my buddy Alan with me. He's never shot a deer before. I think this is his second or third year hunting, so decided to come up to a spot that I know has deer, and unfortunately there was someone there before us, so I didn't want to interfere with their hunt, so we came up to another mountaintop. And I have shot a couple of deer up here before, so I do know there's deer traffic. I haven't been up here this year to scout, so I don't know what's really up here, but I come up to a really tall point on the hilltop here, and it's overlooking a swamp and a little valley. I do know the deer cross through here often, so we'll stick it out this morning and see what happens.
So as you've probably noticed, I'm wearing a GoPro on my head during this hunting season. I was very determined to get a decent buck on camera, harvested of course, in the woods of New Hampshire. Though I'd seen many deer throughout this season, I didn't have a lot of opportunity except for a few days prior, which we'll cut to now. And you'll see the internal struggle that I deal with, knowing that I was hoping to get a buck on camera, but I had a beautiful doe that had bedded down in front of me about 40 yards away.
I got a nice doe right there, bedded down. She's a biggin. I just can't bring myself to take her. It's the last day of buck or doe, and I've been seeing deer all over. But man, that's tempting. That's a big doe. I'm just gonna hope. Well, I know there's other deer around, but I hope they make an appearance. I know they're on the other side of her, and she keeps looking back and forth. She's seen me, but I haven't moved. And she's just sitting right there, bedded right down on the knoll. I hope there's something bigger behind her with antlers, because I'm so tempted right now. I'm stuck dead in my tracks, so I'll just enjoy the scenery and hope something else pops out. I have been sitting here for well over an hour, probably about an hour and a half now. She's a big girl. I'm so torn because it's the last day I can shoot a doe up on this, well, in New Hampshire. But up here on this mountain, that's all I'm seeing are doe. I've got a few pictures of small bucks. I am absolutely torn right now. I want to shoot a decent buck, but I am a meat hunter, so if it fills my freezer, then I don't know. When she stands up again, or she stands up, I mean, it might be a while, but if I get another good look at her, yeah, I might end up putting one through her with that shot just down below. That wasn't me, but that was close, so.
So with that experience now behind me, I obviously decided not to shoot. For some reason, I was determined again to get a buck on camera, and I just couldn't pull myself through to take that doe. So here it is a few days later, and facing another dilemma where I have these deer standing in front of me. Of course, neither of them have antlers. I believe it to be a doe and her skipper, or her yearling, depending on where you're at in the country and what you call them. But I was getting some good footage with my phone, and I happened to turn around, and standing not too far behind me was the biggest buck I had ever seen in the woods of New Hampshire during rifle season. Perfectly squared off in front of me, staring right through me, right to those doe. I thought I had turned the camera on my GoPro, got everything set, took my gun off safety, turned around, laid prone, put the crosshairs on his chest, and pulled the trigger, and down he went. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the camera wasn't rolling. However, I had managed to shoot the biggest buck of my life in the woods of New Hampshire, and what you're about to see is the aftermath of the shot and everything thereon after.
that I got that on camera on my GoPro because I was messing around with those doe. I don't know what sparked it, but I just decided I'm gonna look behind me, and I just see him standing there with his rack straight up in the air. And it's like something you see on TV. I'm not. Look at that stud laying there right dead in his tracks. I put one right through his chest and he dropped. I called my buddy Alan. He's got a little ways to come up this trail, but I'm almost worried to get over there because I don't want him to jump up and take off. He hasn't moved. I put one right through his heart. I had to stop him dead in his tracks. That's a big deer. That's my biggest deer by far. Big mountain buck. I turn around and he's just standing there looking at me, licking his lips. Oh, I'm gonna creep up to him. I'm gonna turn the camera off. I'm gonna creep up to him and I'll put one in him if he hops up or moves, but I haven't seen him move, so. Oh, he's a monster. He's a monster. Oh man, there he is. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that stud. All right, I'm gonna creep a little closer. Oh, he's a 10. He's down. Look at that rack. Oh, oh God. Oh, let me put this down. Oh, look at that rack. Look at this thing. Now that is a friggin' buck. Oh man. Oh, look at that thing. Oh yeah. Look at this thing. That is a New Hampshire mountain buck right there. By far the biggest. Check this out. Let's see. Oh my God, passing up that big doe earlier in the season. I'll tell you what, look at the size of that fella. Oh, look at the size of that thing. Whew. That is gonna fill the freezer and then some. Look at the neck on that thing. Oh my God. Oh, I cannot wait till my buddy Alan gets here. Oh man, all that hard work, getting up early, climbing the biggest mountains. I mean, it all just came together. I could not be more pumped. I am still biggest deer of New Hampshire, of my biggest deer probably of my life. That is just a stud. I gotta sit down on the log for a minute, and my adrenaline is just pumping right now, and I'm gonna make sure to clean him up. I'm gonna take a bunch of pictures, and I want to get Alan's reaction when he comes up. This might have been the buck that he saw this morning. Oh, I did it. I really wish he got one. He still has time. Oh, I'm just talking to the camera. Come on over. The deer were moving this morning, bud. You saw a nice buck? Yeah. See him? Right? Come on over and right? He's right dead where that's right where he stopped.
Wow, dude.
Right here, buddy. Right here, man. Yeah.
Yes. That's awesome, bro. Wow.
See that clearing down there? Yeah. I was watching a doe and her skipper mess around down there, and something just told me, turn around. So I turned around, I just see him looking down the hill, this big old rack sticking up. I'm like, oh. I hope I got it on camera. I'm not sure I got it on camera, but it was quick, and I wasn't going to miss that opportunity.
Yeah, the one I saw wasn't nearly that big.
No, he's a stud. My biggest buck by far.
That's awesome.
Yeah, come check it out.
It's got to be close to 200 pounds.
It's going to be one hell of a drag.
Yeah,
Monster, huh? Yeah. I'm glad that guy was at our spot this morning.
Dude, you definitely got a good one.
That is a stud. Every time I look at him, he's bigger. He's got the forked hooks right here, man. Yeah.
Did you get him on the outside?
No, I shot him right through the chest.
He was walking right up at you?
He was standing right where he's at right now. He was standing right there.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I see.
I'm down. See that tree
Yeah.
that's kind of leaning down there?
Yeah.
I'm behind that tree there, looking straight up at him.
Oh, wow.
And he's just standing there looking at me.
Smoked him.
Put it right through his chest, and he dropped dead in his tracks. He must have come down this trail right here. I didn't hear him. I just turned around and he's just standing there.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. He walked up right behind me and I turned. And I'm like,
You didn't see this one, did you?
no, God, no. No.
No.
No way.
Well,
No.
the deer were definitely moving this morning. Right here, buddy.
There's signs everywhere.
Oh, New Hampshire buck. Now the hard work begins, man. Another season comes to an end here in New Hampshire, so time to get this old boy off the mountain.